Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, WorldCaseTV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of frustration. Nothing new there. Let's do this challenge, grid challenges. I'm going to pick the other vehicle. If you watched the last one, you saw that I didn't get through this Event 1 multi-class race. Oh, I only have to finish in the top 3. It's closer than I thought. Only finish the top 3. I thought I had to finish first. Oh well. Yeah, I did not meet the objective. It would have a check, right? Okay. So I'm going to pick the other vehicle. And I think this is the other vehicle. This is better handling, but worse braking. This has a lot better braking. But it's showing the acceleration of the power to be the same. Oh no, this one has just slightly more power. Just a tiny bit. Okay, let's try this vehicle. And if I still fail, I will keep this vehicle and lower the difficulty. Because it'll be the third race on this, so I might lower it all the way down. I don't know. I'll think about it. We'll see how many more races. I think that's only this and the next race that I have to get through for the challenges, because I'm not doing any of the sponsor challenges because half the sponsorships are broken. I could demonstrate that, but go back early in the session, you'll see that they're all broken. I think the playlist for this is in reverse chronological order so that it's in bingeable order, but which I know can be a little, if you just miss an episode, can be a little frustrating to go back and find the latest episode. I'm tempted to put all the playlists in reverse chronological order so that the more recent ones are at the top. And then when they get old, switch them over to, once I end the series, then switch them over to bingeable order. But I don't know, that would cause me to have to remember to do that. All right, and this is the other one, right? Yeah. Let's go. Let's see if I'm more 16. Now they're starting me on 21st. They started me on 8th last time. So does that mean I'm in the chase? I was not in the chase. I was in the hold them off early class. Well, yeah, sure. They started me in 21st. Well, now it's telling me I'm in 6th. Even though they start. Okay, now I'm completely confused. I know with the multi-class races, it's like you're either in. They give you like 2 packs, a lead pack, which gets to go first, and then a chase pack. And you have to, if you're in the chase pack, you have to catch the other cars and pass them. And if you're in the lead pack, you just have to keep the other pack from passing you. They give you a time advantage. It's a pretty little advantage, I think. And I don't know what those arrows mean. Does those arrows mean that I am ahead or behind? The little purple and red arrows. Yeah, I'm not sure the braking is better. I'm not sure the handling is worse. What did I have to finish? Top 3? Okay, I took that corner decently. I squealed the tires a little, but I took it decently. These cars are fast. I may not have the skill to play these on a high difficulty level. Might have to move the difficulty level down anyway. Oh! No, 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 no. I am on too fine of a line to let that happen to me. Let it go. Oh, now what are you doing? Oh, for goodness sakes. The luck involved in this is terrible. That's why the flashbacks are available. But I hate the flashbacks. I got through the game without the flashbacks for the longest time. Okay, now see, they re-rolled once you get outside the field of view. They re-roll the random numbers, and I got a better random number generator. Okay, I only have to finish in third. I'm in third. I've got somebody right on me, though. I was complaining about this exact thing in the previous episode, so if you'd like to hear me complain, go back and watch the previous YouTube episode. And while you're there, subscribe! Hit the bell and the like button and all those things. Oh, I don't really promote my channel, either the YouTube or the Twitch channel, very much. If you watch it on YouTube, twitch.tv/OKJennifer.tv. It's in the description. You will, you can watch the live show, and then you can watch me complain about all of the games even more, because in between YouTube episodes. Twitch only special, Twitch only content. It's sad. I love racing games so much, but the last racing series I did before this was TTL Man 3, which is ridiculous. It's a horrible game to play career mode in. It's a beautiful game, and it's a beautiful game for like, it's fun to drive the cars. What was that? Okay, so that's one of the cars that are slower than me. That must be in the faster class, which is what I would want. But that just means I have to avoid the insanely slow cars that are going to be parked. I mean, my car wasn't that slow when I was in those cars. Yeah, TTL Man 3, very fun motorcycle racing game, but compared to TTL Man 2, the AI difficulty is 1,000 times harder. Not just, so what are these guys? These guys that have been lapped? Okay, now I'm in second. They're just parked, on the racing line. Yeah, TTL Man 3. TTL Man 2, I could play on the hardest difficulty. There are only 3 difficulty levels, but I could play it on the medium difficulty and be, fighting for first. I could play it on, some races were on hard difficulty level. I could play it on the hard difficulty level and be, in the pack, middle of the pack. I couldn't really win races on the hardest difficulty. And the easiest difficulty level, I, could win pretty easily, right? But only had 3 difficulty levels. In TTL Man 3, the difficulty level, they now had 71 difficulty levels from 30 to 100. So playing at 30, I could not only not finish anywhere but last, I finished not even close to not last. My gap between last place and the guy in front of me was consistently 2 or 3 times larger than the gap between the guy in front of me and the guy in first place. That's how difficult the game was. And it's, it's made by different programmers. It's the same game, but they had a different programmers code it. And it was just ridiculously hard. I mean, by comparison, I mean, yeah, you can figure if I can play on the easiest difficulty and win every time or most times, and then play on the hardest difficulty level and be middle of the pack. Playing on the hardest, easiest difficulty level on TTL Man 3, and not only not being able to compete, not being middle of the pack, not winning, but okay, I only needed 30, so it's fine. Almost lost it though. Almost gotten fourth. There's a guy right behind me. That was a difficult race. So yeah, ridiculous. Unbelievably ridiculously hard. No reason to be that hard. And I talked to people that said, oh, they love other people that like the TTL Man series, and you know, they said, oh, TTL Man 3 is much better. And it's much more beautiful. The vehicles handle nicer. I said, how can you possibly like that game more? I mean, it had more features and things, but open world, they advertised the open world. Well, TTL Man 2 had an open world. TTL Man 3 had the entire Isle of Man map as an open world. This one had a separate open world, like some other island, Isle of Wight or something. I don't know. It's supposed to be someplace in Ireland. Yeah. So I asked them, how can you like this better? Do you play against the AI ever? No, they never play against the AI. Two people said they liked it better. Said you play against it? Do you play the career mode? Do you play against the AI? No, they never play against the AI. Well, of course, if you're not going to play against the AI is the entire problem. But I'm not going to do a YouTube series of me just racing random races, random time trials. It was a series. Anyway, okay. Another multi-class race. Is that the last thing? Everyone else is a sponsor event? Yes, everything else is a sponsor event. So I got to get through this race. And we'll see. Only Pro Multi-Class Event 2. And this is Super Tourers. And they're all Super Tourers. They're not Track Day Performance. They're all Super Tourers. Okay, but it is multi-class. So I don't know what the faster class is, but we'll see. And I only have one car in this class. And I would have to buy others, but I'm not going to buy others. So we'll see if I have the upgrades. And I'm glad I changed the upgrades to make sure I got... Okay, this is a more recent vehicle when I have all the flashback upgrades. Okay, good. This one's easy. Oh, I didn't see where I needed to finish, but I can see that when the race starts. You know what? I'm going to mute a second. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Do I need to explain what I was doing? I started the stream, it was cold in here. Now I've been drinking hot coffee and I'm not cold anymore, so I pulled off my overlayer of clothes, had just a little overshirt on, I took it off. So I'm back in my usual t-shirt. All right. I need to finish. I don't know. I'll find out. Doesn't tell me. Wait. 3 laps. Sunset clear. Okay, it doesn't tell me. I'll have to start the race. Tell me. Oh, okay. I'm in the chase class, I guess. So I was in the lead class last time because I didn't have to. Gotta get to a place where I can pause easily. Finish in the top 3, okay. So I'm starting in 8th, but is that like 2nd in the chase class? There only seems to be one person starting ahead of me in the chase class. I would rather be. I found that it's easy. I thought it was easy to be in the chase class, although the first race, that was it last episode. It seemed like being in the chase class was far from successful. So I guess I was in the lead class, but then I kept running into people that they looked like they were just had been lapped and wrecked or something. But right now I'm in 7th, and there's nobody ahead of me, and I'm pretty far ahead of the guy behind me, so it's just a matter of catching the lead class. This is how most multi-class races go, but it seemed like the last race was pretty evenly. The two classes didn't seem to be much different from each other. I'm glad I decided to turn flashbacks on though. Once I reach the lead class, there's like to be 4 of them across the center, across the racing line I'll have to avoid. Oh, that's my mistake. I'm not going to reset. I try to not abuse the flashbacks and just, if I make a bad turn, flashback, but sometimes it's just, I can't resist the temptation. This is a course I'm a tiny bit familiar with. How many more laps are there to go? And I'm not 2 or 3. Am I close to those guys yet? They got a heck of a lead. I'm looking on my map to see if I even see them. And I'm pretty far ahead of the guys behind me, so if I can't catch them, nobody's going to catch them. Okay, now I see them on my map. My rival is in the lead class, the purple one tonight. Yeah, I see the 2 different arrows now. I guess the touring car 2 was plus whatever. Oh, okay. I'm gonna abuse it here. It's my fault, but I'm gonna abuse it because I don't know how. Maybe because of the curve? I flipped the car? I don't know how I flipped it. You'd think I was playing a rally game, but I flipped it. Wait, did the sound just change? I think the sound of my car just changed. It got like deeper or louder. I swear the sound of my car changed. Verify that for me in the comments. Or if you're watching on Twitch, chat or whisper. Well, if you chat and I'm offline, I don't see it. But whisper me. Cars are just flying everywhere. I guess that's the challenge. That's why this is the challenge series, right? Because it's supposed to be a rock'em sock'em, cars flying everywhere kind of thing. I'm feeling like top 3. It's still only lap 2, so I have an entire lap after this. Okay, there we go. They are pretty long laps, and I am coming up to the pack of slower cars now. I'm in 4th. I've got a whole lap to go. I should be able to get 3rd with a flashback. I'm in clearly faster cars. Well, I got a nemesis, so he's going to be in a faster car, I suspect. It definitely seems like once I make a nemesis, he's much harder to shake, but that may just be confirmation bias. I don't know that. I haven't read that anywhere. Yeah, I slowed down over that because I did not want to flip the vehicle again. I don't know what class I was in. Oh, it's just showing me ahead and behind, and it's showing me TC2 on both of them. Is that right? I've never seen that before, though. It must be a class. I don't know. I'm in second. I'm faster than the guys right behind me. I'm faster than the guy ahead of me. I have a much better chance of actually finishing first. Which means, despite my efforts of cutting the last episode off early, I think this episode is going to be even shorter. I'll preview what's out there maybe for the next class, or just do a regular race on that. You are a problem, but now I'm past you, so I'm in the faster cars. So you guys just all turn sideways and hold back my intra-class rivals. Apparently I have a pro muscle car behind me. All right. Yay, success, first place. Checkbox. Yeah, I don't care about getting, I just want the criteria. I don't necessarily need to get first place every time. All right, first place. Yay. And I don't believe there are any other challenges that I can do. They're all sponsor events. Sponsor. This one I was forced to do. Oh no, this was one I just did last episode. This one, semi-pro multi-class event 2. Okay. And this is sponsor, which I was forced to do to continue something else. Fortunately, it was a sponsor event that was not broken. Sponsor. Okay. As I've said before, I don't do the sponsors because some of the sponsors are broken. Like this one, Concordia sponsor. I've switched my sponsorships around to try to unlock some of these, and I learned quickly that some of the sponsors are broken. I can't actually. I achieve the things, and it's like, oh, you need to do 52 close drifts or something, or drafts. I'm sorry, 52 drafts. And I get the message showing up, draft. And I get the message showing up, draft. And I get the message showing up, draft. And then I look at the totals, and it's not 3 out of 52. It's 0 out of 52. I never get qualified for it. How am I supposed to do this? I don't know. Maybe there's some secret way. Maybe I can only get those drafts if I'm in a particular kind of car. But it tells me draft. There's some that are like, the sponsor wants you to do a perfect corner. And it doesn't matter if you get 2 out of the 3 requirements. You get 3 requirements for a sponsor. It doesn't matter if you get 2 out of 3. You have to get 3 out of 3 to satisfy that thing and be invited to the show. So like here, these are the sponsors. Let me find one. 2 out of 3. See this one? I've been racing. This is the same sponsor. Well, hit boost gates. Okay. To be fair, I probably only hit 1 boost gate because this is electronic. Okay, look. Here's one. Complete laps in the Mazda, AutoZam, whatever. And I've got 0 on that. And I believe I've done those. Let me find a better one. Yeah, Pro Draft would definitely not work. find one where I have like 2 out of 3. Here's one. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. Miles driven in touring cars. Okay, finish ahead of your teammate in career races. Got it. Second spent near drafting. Okay. Well, I was near drafting, and it told me near drafting on the little thing that comes up. Near drafting. And I got 0 out of 255. It never got off of 0. And, well, that might be the only one. Was one of these... Oh, here. This is a good one. Miles driven in truck vehicles. 0. I've driven a lot of truck vehicles. Like, a lot of truck vehicles, obviously. All the different truck vehicles. Jumps hit in career events. Yeah, I've driven in, you know, I hit a lot of jumps in career events. Jumps hit in career events. Yeah, I've gone over at least 1 jump, but it's still telling me 0. So that one's broken. This one, laps driven in TC1 cars. Okay, the first one, I admit maybe I hadn't driven that car. Laps driven in TC1 cars? I've definitely driven quite a few laps in TC1 cars. Still, didn't meet that objective. So, yeah, some of these are just completely, okay, Demolition Derby? Yeah, that's not. Oh, am I going to do Demolition Derbies in pro events? I guess. I mean, the fact that I got one of these tells you that, yes, I did actually select that sponsor. And was working to try to get the second 2. But, yeah. The one I have about boost gates that I should probably change out of. Because I don't try to hit the boost gates. So let's switch to this one. Just to show. What was the other one? Compass? Second spent near drafting. Well, this will be easier. This is more obvious. Jumps hit in career events, miles driven in truck vehicles. Well, I'm going to hit at least 1 jump in a career event when I do trucks. We'll see. We'll see if I get credit for this when I do a jump. I mean, maybe there's some other hidden criteria, like jumps hit in career events in pro, not semi-pro or rookie, right? Miles driven in truck vehicles in pro or whatever. I don't know. But this wasn't, the one objective I got wasn't in pro. So how is that? So we'll see. We'll keep this on and see if I get credit for any miles driven in truck vehicles. Truck vehicle. It just says trucks. Now, the fact that it says jumps make me think, oh, okay, maybe it's stadium trucks, but it didn't say stadium trucks. So I don't know. I think they're just broken. So I decided rather than figuring out which ones I can achieve and which ones I can't achieve, which ones are broken, which ones aren't broken, I'll just not play with that aspect. So if I don't play with that aspect, then I'm not going to do the career races that require that aspect. So, well, next would be pro, but I'm not going to switch to pro yet. As a preview, the next pro is, where's my thing here? GT cars. Right, pro GT cars. It says on the Twitch description, which I'll have to edit, but it says on the Twitch description. So, yeah. I'm trying to think of what character I used to indicate only one of them. So let's do a race with what were the cars I used here? These were a whole bunch of them. let's do a race with this one. Semi-pro multi-class. Actually, let's do this one with the race. I achieved it in this vehicle. I did not achieve it in this vehicle, which this was the follow class, I think. So let's just try it again in this class, but I'm going to knock the difficulty down. Just to clean these right. Just as a bonus race, because I don't want to end the episode in only 30 minutes. You guys might want the episode to end in 30 minutes. You guys probably wanted the episode to end in 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I still get at least, is it 50% still? I still get at least 50% of my viewers watching the first 30 seconds of the video. That's one of my options. Now I gotta remember to change this back. Let's move this down to medium. Restart race. Hold on a second. Alright, sorry about that. Had to adjust my earbud. The way I stream is with earbuds so I can hear back the replay, and then with the headset so I can hear the game. So everything echoes. Actually, I could have done a truck event test to see if the jumps. I know it didn't work because I've used this before. Maybe it'll work in pro. Maybe it's supposed to be semi-pro. I don't know. We'll see. Let's do this event. Now, it's telling me I'm starting in 8th, right? But I'm not starting in 8th because I have to wait until the other vehicles get in front of me. Oh, here's... Wait, group 5. Am I always in the chase vehicle? There are some in different vehicles. Were those ones I had to buy? It doesn't tell me here what the two groups are. Okay, these seem to be the groups I'm in. But then this one is in a different group. Group 5 Moby Dick. And then most of the ones in front are Group 5 Mo. There's a bunch of there's a lot of in front that are Moby Dick. I don't know if these are the same class, the two that I had. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's start the race. Okay, now it's showing me I'm in the lead class. What? I switched vehicles. It's a running start in this race. Maybe that makes a difference. Anyway, I expect to win this just because. I guess this is going to kind of mess up the actual stats, as it were. Oh wow. Because I did finish only 3rd, and now I'm probably going to finish 1st because I lowered the difficulty level. Oh well. Not a big deal. I'm not going to go back afterwards in the career and see how many I finished. Gold Cup versus Bronze Cup, because I played some of them at different difficulty levels anyway, so they're not comparable. Because if I couldn't achieve it at hard, I would cut it down to medium. This is a difficult vehicle to control compared to the other one. Definitely more difficult to control. So was this vehicle? I could have looked in the garage to see what the drivetrain was, but I didn't. Yeah, this is way too easy. I mean, it's still fun. I guess not so easy that it's not fun. I don't mind easy. I don't get annoyed if the game's too easy. I get annoyed if it's too difficult. But I don't get really annoyed if the game's too easy because, you know, I'm not a young man anymore. I'm an old retired guy. I don't have to prove my manhood by saying, oh man, I can beat that on the hardest level. I would never even play it on easy level, on an easier level. I'm max hard all the way, baby. No, I don't have that kind of young man ego. I'm not trying to impress anyone. Anyone that I would have tried to impress in the past are all either literally dead or dead to me, so Now it is getting to the point where it's not too easy. Pretty unfun, too easy at this point. I might not just finish the race. Wow, what a difference between hard and medium in this. Did I just get messed over in the first couple attempts at this on hard? Because this is way easy. More easy than most races that if I've adjusted it from hard to medium, it's not usually this big of a difference. Finishing like 5th and now finishing 1st by a clear margin. Now you might get this big of a difference between hard and easy. But all I did was switch vehicles, and this first vehicle I finished way outside of 3rd. Anyway, well, I'll get an undeserved gold here then. And it's still going to be a short episode. I'll ramble on for a few minutes, get it over 45 minutes at least. And then in the next episode, we will start on Pro. First Pro, and I think it's GT cars first. Some of the sponsors also, some of the sponsors are ridiculous. You have to beat a certain driver like so many times, not just once, like 3 times or something. You don't even know who your driver is going to be and who your competitor driver, if that driver is even going to be in the race until you go into the race. There's no way of knowing. So if you're trying to qualify for a sponsor event, for a sponsor that requires you to beat a particular driver 3 times, you have to literally go into every race, potentially in the game, looking for a race where that driver is in the field. And I'm not sure the field is even set for a particular race. Like, I think it probably is. I don't know. But then you go to the next sponsor, it says, okay, beat this person. Now, I mean, if it's win a race with this particular car, oh, okay, I can go do a race with that car. But, you know, I can pick the car I mean, it'll show me the cars before it shows me the race. It still can be annoying, but you know, you can look and see what class the car is in, and then you can scroll down the list of races and see if that car class is the one that's involved. And then if you go to pick the car, you still have to go back to the garage. But before you actually start the race, you're able to determine, you can narrow down, if it's a particular car, you go to your garage, you look up that car class. I've got time. I'll just go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. Yes, I won. Yes, I won. An undeserved gold medal, but that's fine. So go to garage, look at the sponsors, or go to team, look at the sponsors. Sponsor, okay, and let's just pick one where you have to win a race in a particular car. Snow conditions. I know I selected this, and I was in lots of snow conditions. I would not have gotten the boost gates and whatever, but okay, like this one, TC1 cars. Okay, so I know this is broken because I've played in TC1 cars, but events won in Chrysler 1971 Plymouth GTX. Okay. Chrysler 1971 Plymouth GTX. Go to the race. Okay, find the car. Chrysler. It's probably under GT, but why do I keep doing that? It's this button. There's no easy way of looking this up. Okay. What was? He keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, let's look for it this way. And what was it again? I don't know. You can go to options and look. Not options, team. Oh, I didn't change it. Okay, I want to keep Xenon, but let's change it. It's easier to look up. Yes. One in Chrysler 71 Plymouth GTX. Okay, Chrysler 71 Plymouth GTX. And there's no way to do a search, of course, because why would there be? Okay, and tuner. Scroll around. I can't tell when I scroll around back to the beginning. Okay, that's the end. So, yeah, so you see it's still difficult. I know it's a Chrysler. There aren't too many Chryslers in here, apparently. If it's a drift car, hopefully not. I may have picked a bad example. But in theory, this is the idea. You could look up the vehicle. See what category it's in. Watch it not even show up. I'm starting to run out of options. It doesn't tell me what it looks like. Oh, it's a 1971. It's probably like some kind of classic track day or something. It wasn't in track day. Could be a truck. What class is this? Electric? I'm not going to have electric in 1971. Muscle, it's going to be a muscle. Specials, okay, I bet it's here. Okay, this is a little weird. The vehicle doesn't even show up. Is this one you have to do in career mode or in I don't see any Chryslers. Not a single Chrysler. So this one is actually impossible. Why am I not surprised? Okay, it's got to be that I'm just missing it, right? I'm looking at the name. I should look for the... Always says the name of the vehicle in front, right? No, see here it doesn't. Dodge, it says. Okay, so I gotta look for the symbol Chrysler. Don't remember what the symbol Chrysler is. I should recognize it. Because it might not be listed under Chrysler. It might be just... Because I was first looking for Chrysler, but I could look for... I didn't see 1971 show up either anywhere. Maybe it doesn't show up under 71 either. Okay, you guys see how difficult this... But wait, no, that's Chevrolet. Okay, so I picked a bad example. In theory, you should be able to find a car easier than you can find the... Wait, if you go here and highlight the second car and then go here... No, it goes back to the first car. I'm not finding anything marked as Chrysler. And I'm looking at the, yeah, see, it starts on the second one sometimes. Oh, this is so frustrating. Oh, unbelievably frustrating. I would have thought this would be the touring car, because or whatever it was the same class. I mean, maybe it's one I haven't unlocked. I've not seen any Chrysler at all. It did say Chrysler, right? I'm not making that up. I mean, I'm just sitting here looking for the Chrysler symbol, because sometimes the name Chrysler doesn't appear in the title. Events 1 in Chrysler 1971 Plymouth GTX. Wait, Plymouth? Is it under Plymouth? Okay, I'm done with this episode. You can see how hard it is. TC1 cars. Okay, I'll go back again under touring cars, and I'll look for Plymouth. Something Plymouth, 1971. And this is the easy part. Trying to find the particular opponent is even harder, because you have to go into each race and find out if that opponent is racing in that race. Okay, under touring cars, there is no... Okay, you see, I'm not doing any sponsor events. This is why. And then to try to find the other... Let me go back to this one. Yes. Some of them are broken, some of them are impossible to find, or like unbelievably difficult to find, or impossible. I don't even know anymore. But I'm over 50 minutes, so I'm going to end the episode here. If you're watching on Twitch, though, stick around. I'm going to come back with the first pro event, the Pro GT cars. And if you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this episode. The next episode will be out the next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, starting at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time. If you're typing it in, type Iowa. I live in Minnesota, but Iowa is much easier to type. Which, to give you a hint, it's also, let's see, midnight in the UK time zone. 0600 the next day in Bangladesh time zone. And noon the next day in New Zealand. Yeah, that's right. All right, folks. Twitch, stick around. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thank you much for watching, and I will see you then.